What's up, guys? Welcome to our 10th episode of the R&B podcast.
Is this 10?
This is the 10th episode.
all right.
The 10th anniversary special.
1-0.
So for today's episode, it's going to be a little bit more lighthearted. Going to be kind of like a nostalgia episode if I had to break it down for y'all.
Keep it going.
My name is Ian.
My name is Manny. And as he mentioned, today's going to be more of a nostalgic episode. So I wanted to start off with video games.
Ooh.
What's one video game that you remember playing a lot as a kid? Like
My go-to?
your favorite video game as a kid.
I think if I had to pick my go-to video game that I started playing this game when I was super young. I think I was like 6 or 7, and I played it until like probably before high school, which was Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I would probably say that was the video game I played the most. Just because the longevity of it, like I played it for a decent amount of time.
Okay, let me ask you this. I played Pokemon as a kid too.
Yeah.
Were you playing like the Battlefield ones where it was just you battling, or like on the Game Boy?
Like the Game Boy.
Doing the journey.
So I had
Okay.
the Game Boy
Yeah.
at first, and then I had the Nintendo DS, and then there was like the DSi.
Yeah.
And then I think the 3DS came during high school. I think it was during high school. I remember I did have it during high school, but I just rarely played it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was like one of those Asian nerdy kids that was like fucking obsessed with Pokemon. But if I had to
Don't
pick
blame
a
you.
game like kind of during the high school days, it would probably have to be like 2K, NBA 2K or Madden.
2K?
Like any of the sports games I was obsessed with during high school. I even made like a YouTube channel just for like my gameplay.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was like my go-to during high school. But Pokemon, I would say, would be majority of my life. What about you?
All right. I'll list my favorite one, and then let's just list a few in like
Yeah,
a few
like honorable
other ones.
mentions. Yeah.
After that, mine, I'd say my go-to has to be GTA San Andreas.
Oh shit.
GTA San Andreas. I thought it was so sick.
When did that come out?
I don't know.
How old are
Honestly.
we? Shit,
No
were you even allowed to play that game?
I think we were in elementary. I'm pretty sure we were in elementary.
Damn, we were in the opposite spectrums in elementary school. I was
Yeah.
playing innocent Pokemon. This guy was playing GTA, bro.
Yeah, San Andreas. I'm pretty sure it came out when we were in elementary. But
Yeah.
I just remember the lowriders. You could fucking customize it. You had to find this one garage, and then there they customized it.
Yeah.
I remember fixing the outfits. I thought he was all swagged out,
Yeah.
but not really. And then there was all the different gangs. There was the green one and the purple one, and then there was
green and purple.
yeah. Then there was this yellow one, which I think were like some Mexicans. I think it was like some Hispanic gang.
Right.
And there was like a light blue one, which I don't know what the fuck
Damn,
they
I
were.
didn't remember they had that many different gangs.
Yeah, there was a few different gangs, but
Oh, shit.
I remember I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
Just going out, fixing cars.
Yeah, San Andreas was one of the
shooting
better
people.
ones.
Yeah. And then when you had the cheat codes, you had unlimited guns, unlimited life.
that's the best part about GTA, bro.
Yeah,
that
that
was
thing
the
was
best part about
fun.
GTA. I
Yep.
think I remember I played because I think I first got into GTA 5. I think it came out I think we were in high school.
I think so.
And then I did have the San Andreas game because I was interested in like the older ones, and I heard San Andreas was like the better one from the
Yeah.
previous models. So I remember I bought that on my phone and on my PS2 or 3. But I just remember the best part was the fucking cheat codes, bro.
Yeah. I just looked it up. GTA San Andreas released in 2004.
2004. So we were 5, or I was 5.
Yeah, I was like 6. Dude.
Bruh,
Well,
6-year-old
I
you
mean-
playing GTA?
I don't think I was playing it myself at 6.
Oh,
I
but
think
you
I was
saw?
playing it like I think I saw people playing it, and then I might have started playing it like at 8 or something.
Right.
But yeah, because I stopped playing video games when I was like 13.
Yeah. Oh, you stopped or you?
I stopped.
Oh, you stopped.
I stopped when I was
God
13.
damn, that's hella early.
Yeah.
That's like when most people start.
Yeah, that's when I stopped.
Oh shit. Why'd you stop?
So I used to cut hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I was cutting your hair at one point.
Yeah.
So I cut hair for like 10 years total. I started when I was 13, ended when I was 23, or actually 24. I just stopped cutting hair like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Shit, basically. But yeah, San Andreas was my go-to. But a few other games that I remember a bunch of WWE games.
Oh, you used to like WWE games?
I used to like WWE games because I used to like watching WWE.
Yeah.
So the WWE games were sick. Like playing with The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin with his 2 beers.
Yeah.
That shit was sick. And then I remember all the 007 games on Nintendo 64.
Yeah, the
Nintendo
007.
64 was
I
sick.
played GoldenEye. GoldenEye was good.
I think so. Yeah, or isn't it? Yeah, and then they had one in there that, like Golden Gun. And then I don't know if you ever played. I don't know if it was just one specific game, but there was one mode in which every player had a big ass head. I forget what it was called, but it was funny. It was funny.
I think a lot of my like honorable mentions would probably be, like, I played a lot of Mario, like Super Mario Bros.
Okay.
I played a lot of Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Party. Super Mario Party was like the go-to game whenever you were like hanging out with a group of friends.
Yeah,
because
you
it
could
was
all
like
join.
yeah, because everyone could join. I think it went up to like at one point one of the games went up to like 6 to 8 players, so it was like a lot of us that could play. I played a lot of Mario Kart. That was lit. If I had to give some honorable mentions to like some older school games, I used to play a lot of Tetris when I was young. Tetris and Space. Was it Galaxy? Space Galaxy?
When you're like floating, like just shooting.
Like the aliens are like coming down, and yeah, you're the like, ship and you're shooting, and then like.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what that game is called.
I remember playing a lot of the Donkey Kong games. I think
the the original where he like throws the barrels.
Yeah. I remember playing a lot of that. And shit, I remember a lot of racing games. I was big into racing games when like
I used to play Need for Speed.
Yeah,
sometime.
Need for Speed.
Yeah.
My favorite racing game was Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. I think that's what it was. Midnight Club was so sick.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've never actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I heard of that.
I think that was the best racing game ever, in my opinion.
Oh shit! Was it? Is it like an arcade, like known for arcade, or was it on the console?
It was on a console. I think it was like PlayStation 2.
Oh shit!
PlayStation 2 or something like that. Yeah.
God, okay. I never heard. Yeah, because I only heard of Need for Speed was like the main one I knew, and that was like the only one I played like a couple times.
Yeah, I just remembered about Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, I played Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that one was sick too.
One. On the GameCube.
I don't remember what I played.
It was on the GameCube.
I think I played it on
that
PlayStation 1.
Oh,
PlayStation 1 is what I played.
Crash Bandicoot was lit.
Yeah, holy shit! Because I got my first PlayStation 1 when I was 4. So I was playing video games pretty young, actually.
Yeah.
I started young and ended young.
Yeah, I was also thinking like, bro, I literally played games like all my fucking life. Like just like different variations. Like it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I never really was into the PC games though.
Yeah, no, I've never gotten into PC. Well, I don't really have like a desktop setup myself, so.
Yeah.
Unless I played on a laptop, which I don't think would really work well.
Yeah, it's hard to do on a laptop. You definitely would need like that whole setup. And even now, like I'm trying to get into it, but you know, it's just kind of hard. Like I would have to put in some time to like get good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess so. Yeah, a lot of games.
A lot of good games growing up.
Yeah, a lot of great games. Fucking. Damn, I just realized that's all I did in my childhood. Now I'm really thinking, I'm like talking out loud. I'm like, bro, I really just fucking played games all my life.
Nowadays, you can make a career out of playing games too.
Oh, that's so fucking crazy to think about, bro. Like. Sometimes I was like, oh fuck, I wish if I stuck to one game, because the thing was when I was growing up, I was playing like all different games. Like,
yeah, same.
And I was like, fuck, if I really stuck to one, you know, who knows? Like I could have been fucking making some content for that video game.
Yeah, shit, you could have been fucking famous, fucking podcast streamer, shit.
Yeah,
streaming your fucking matches and shit, basically.
Yeah, I was like thinking, I was like, fuck, because I played Pokemon the most.
Yeah.
I was like, if I just played during my high school years, like I probably would have like made some content for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I was low-key like didn't like, you know the whole vibe of like when you're in high school, like you get judged for fucking
basically anything you get judged
for. You get judged for that shit. So I was like, that's why I stopped playing Pokemon. I was like, I'm not trying to get judged. I'm not trying to look like a nerd.
Honestly, I do remember playing a lot of Pokemon on Game Boy too. I remember there's like Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby. There was like the 3 games, and it was like Rayquaza or some shit like that.
The Emerald. Pokemon Emerald was the game called. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I played a lot of it growing up too. But shit. Since we're already on the topic of like stuff we did growing up, played growing up, how about stuff you watched growing up? Like one of your more iconic shows, cartoons growing up for you, like that made an impact.
You know, I was gonna say Pokemon, but I'm gonna change it up because
too much Pokemon content.
I'm like, bro, that's like a lot of Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna, I would say like if I was counting like animated shows, because I watch fucking Pokemon a lot too. But if I'm not including that, I would definitely have to say my favorite cartoon show, like growing up, would be Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
The original Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that
That's
show
pretty good.
was like, it was a good mix of, you know, being a children's show, but also having like mature content.
Yeah.
And I think at the time, you know, I was, you know, growing up, I was going through puberty, and, you know, it kind of fit well with my, you know, age audience. So
Yeah.
I
Kinda
really got
bridges
hooked
it.
into the original Teen Titans.
Yeah.
That show is really good. And yeah, fucking think that was like my go-to if I'm thinking hard. What about you though?
I feel like for me it was Dragon Ball Z. I think Dragon Ball
yeah.
Z was so sick. I've watched all Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I was up to date until like Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
It was because I watched it a lot as a kid, right?
Yeah.
But then it would just be random episodes that came out on
Right,
on
on-
Toonami.
Yeah.
Toonami?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like 4 years ago, I was like, you know what? I've never seen it from start to finish.
Right.
So one summer, I sat through all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in like 2 weeks.
Oh shit. Wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Isn't there like a couple hundred episodes?
There's like 5 seasons in Dragon Ball and like 7 seasons in Dragon Ball Z with each like almost 20 episodes, bro.
Oh shit.
I would wake up, watch like 2 hours worth of like episodes,
Uh-huh.
eat my breakfast,
Uh-huh.
watch like 3 more hours,
Uh-huh.
and then just go do something else, and then eat my fucking dinner or something,
Yeah.
lunch, and then watch like 2 more hours and then go to sleep.
Yeah.
I basically just did that.
Yeah.
But
was that
yeah.
during high school or
No, that was fucking college, dude.
freshman year?
I think so. It was just since everybody left home for summer,
Yeah.
I was like one of the few people that stayed in San Jose. So there was no one to hang out with. So I was like, fuck, like I might
He's
as
like,
well-
fucking watch the whole Dragon Ball
Yeah.
series.
But yeah,
I mean,
honestly,
shit.
yeah.
I
But-
kind of relate to that though.
Yeah.
I fucking did that shit too, like junior year of high school when I first got into anime. I think my schedule was I would wake up, go to school, come back to school, and then junior year, like I stopped doing like extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
So I would get out of school at like 2, and then I'll like watch it from like 2 to 10 basically, and then go to sleep, and then
Yeah.
fucking the schedule starts. So I
Yeah.
do understand that shit.
Yeah. So I mean, I did that, like I said, a few years ago, just to watch it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
But I loved it as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember, I think Vegeta was my favorite player or person.
Really?
player.
You like
Yeah.
Vegeta?
I thought he was cool just because he was pretty underrated. Like,
yeah. No, I mean,
like,
yeah.
he was very strong. He was like the fucking second strongest person basically. But
yeah, he just took a lot of L's.
yeah, so I just felt bad
maybe,
for the
maybe
guy.
that could be relatable, I guess,
Yeah.
for some people.
And then I thought his outfit was sicker than Goku's, like the blue,
the
with
blue
like
and the-
gold
yeah.
and white. So I just thought his outfit looked very sick.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, there was Majin Buu. I thought Cell was sick.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all the characters in Dragon
Broly
Ball.
was OP as fuck
Yeah,
in the movie, in the
Yeah.
original movie.
yeah, Broly was OP. Fucking
Even now, I think he's still.
dude, all the characters in the DB universe, like they're all fucking OP, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like they all got like 3 or 4 stages of fucking power ups.
Yeah.
Like some of the characters like are like god level. Like
Mhm.
dude, it's fucking insane. Like I always see a lot of videos on YouTube and TikTok of like anime characters from different shows.
Mm.
And like Dragon Ball are like all the characters in Dragon Ball are like one of the strongest already.
Yeah.
It's just fucking insane, bro. Like they're so OP, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball was lit though. I don't think I just watched it consistently. Like I would just watch it if it was on.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was a show I was like, oh shit, it's on. Like 5 o'clock. Let me hop on
Yeah.
the TV real quick.
Yeah. How about some honorable mentions for you?
Fuck. Honorable mentions. I'll probably have to say I really liked Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I was
Yu-Gi-Oh
about to
was
say
lit.
that.
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh
was sick.
sick, bro. Like especially the first 2, like the original Yu-Gi-Oh and then the Yu-Gi-Oh. It was called I think Yu-Gi-Oh GX.
I didn't
where-
fuck with that one.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
I did not. Fuck with
I like that one because it was like the whole high school shit and like the main character gotten the lowest like fucking rating and he's like beating all these like better guys. So I thought that was cool. The one after was pretty cool too. The post-apocalyptic version where
Oh,
they're
I
all
don't
like
know.
driving on motors. The theme was like they were driving on motorcycles and the
Kinda
world
like
they
Mad
were
Max or something.
kind of like it was like that. Like they were all living in like this like post world like.
Yeah.
That one was cool. That one was more like a mature, like themed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was sick though. I fucking love
Yu-Gi-Oh was
Yu-Gi-Oh. I used to
sick.
collect the Yu-Gi-Oh cards a lot.
Yeah, I used to collect Pokemon cards a lot.
I did too.
And then one cartoon that I think was very underrated is Digimon.
Oh, I watched Digimon
I thought
too.
Digimon was sick. Whatever
Digimon
happened
was
to it?
cool. I think. Well, I mean, Digimon is sick. Like, I think it just got overshadowed by Pokemon because I mean, it's not the same, but
They were very
I think
similar
it's
concepts.
very similar concepts. I mean, they both also have Mon at the end.
Yeah.
But I think it was just overshadowed and like.
Yeah.
Because Digimon was
pretty
sick. I did watch like a couple seasons of that shit, and some of the monsters were like hella cool.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I think those are probably my, if I had to choose my favorite cartoons growing up, like more on the mature side, of course, because there's always gonna be like fucking SpongeBob and shit. Like that's always gonna be on somebody's top, but like a little bit more mature-ish cartoons. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z is for sure more mature.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon.
And also like with Yu-Gi-Oh, I remember I would always play it a lot, like when I collect the cards and I would like build decks and shit.
Oh, all right.
I remember like the one thing that I did a lot because I was part of this, after curricular activity like for school.
Yeah.
It was called TLC. I don't know if you guys heard of it. But basically it's like a program where if your parents aren't able to like pick you up right after school, you stay with like all these workers and they like watch over you till like 6 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah.
So I just remembered I like always go to TLC and there was like a group of kids that would have like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards, like Pokemon games. Like we would all like have that shit. And I remember I would always collect telecards and build like different decks and we would just be like playing like tournament style. Which I thought was pretty fun, but that was kind of like the nerdier side of like the recess activity I would do.
I mean, everybody goes through it as a kid.
Yeah,
You're just a fucking kid at that point. Like,
but I mean, what like recess activities did you do? Growing up?
I feel like my favorite one growing up was tetherball.
Tetherball.
I was such a beast at tetherball.
The one that you like hit the ball. And
you hit the ball and it goes in a circle.
Yeah.
That one. I think that was my favorite one. Basically,
was tetherball popular at your elementary school?
Not necessarily. It was like people would play it, but not like hella.
Right.
Like it was just like a certain crowd. It was just like one of the many activities to play.
Right.
It was a fucking playground. People would play soccer and whatnot.
Yeah.
But my favorite one would have to be tetherball. But there's every year you basically. I feel like I did something different. But that was one of my favorites. How about you?
I think I really loved handball.
Handball.
Have you played handball?
Yeah, I played handball.
It's the one with those big ass walls. Dude, I was so good at handball.
Dude, I'm Mexican. I was so fucking good, bro.
That shit was like, I just remember because that was like the number one thing at my school. Like everyone was, we basically had 6 handball like courts.
Yeah.
Those big ass walls. So we had like 6 of them and it was like all spread out throughout the park. And basically what we did like as the school is the wall that's like furthest down there was like for the best players. Yeah. So you basically have to make your way up like the ranks.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Dude,
actually.
It was pretty sick. Like I was at the top rank for a little while and basically it's like, you could technically start wherever, but I think, after a while like people knew like where they fit, like the skill level. And then like usually when you win games, like you stay on, and then once you stay on for a certain time, you just move on to the next like stage.
This was in elementary?
Yeah.
This
was elementary, but this was like 5th, 6th grade, so we weren't like little kids. We were kind of like growing up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just remember like that was a huge thing at my school. Like it was that and kickball. Kickball was also really huge at my school, but I feel like that's like
kickball. That's the one that was like basically baseball, but you kick, right?
Yeah,
I fucking love kickball too.
Yeah.
I love
kickball. Was lit, bro. Like that was. I mean, I feel
so
like kickball
fun.
was like. I feel like that one is more universal.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people know that
was
one.
Fun. I always had my little for both. For tetherball and kickball, I had my own little stretches that I would do. Supposedly,
this guy,
like I'm about to do my superpower dragon punch.
Yeah.
That's what I called it.
You would wind up.
Yeah.
Before you hit it.
This fucking guy. I had my own little fucking power move or whatever.
Yeah.
And then for kickball, I would do my stretches and shit. Like, and everybody would just be watching me come up to the plate and shit.
They're like, what the
so
fuck is this guy doing?
But I think like at the time I was pretty good.
Yeah.
So people were like, okay, like he's about to do his shit.
Yeah.
But like now looking back at it, imagining a little fucking kid just thinking he's the shit, stretching and
I
shit.
can see it because you were watching Dragon Ball 2. You were probably like trying to do like some Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So like, oh, comment, and then just like fucking hit that shit.
But it's crazy how handball for you was a thing in elementary. Because for me, I feel like handball didn't really come around until in my hometown, or like it wasn't popular, I'd say, until like middle school. And some people would even play it in high school, bro.
Is it? Are you? Because I know there's two different handball. I think the original handball is like where you have the ball and it's like soccer where you throw in the net. But
no, I'm talking about you hit it up against the wall.
Yeah, and you have to like hit it, bounce once, and it hits that, and then you keep hitting it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's true. that was.
Well, actually, the thing we might be talking about two different handballs because you said for you hit it down and then up.
Yeah. So like. I think what I remembered, you're supposed to like hit it.
Was it a big ball or a small ball?
It's usually like a medium sized ball.
For us, I remember the handball I'm talking about is with the small ball. It's with the small
I know,
ball.
like you throw it.
And then you hit it with your hand.
Oh.
And then you hit it up. You have to hit the wall and then it hits the floor.
Yeah.
But it's kind of reverse.
So that's the I think that might be like the original or the main one or some shit. I just remember my school.
I know which one you're talking about though.
Yeah,
that's like you have to hit it this way, right?
Yeah,
you're
there's like about? Different hand forms. Like you could hit it like this, you hit it like this, and it's just like.
Yeah, no, the one I'm talking about, you hit it with like your inner palm. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen videos of like TikTok of like adults doing that.
Yeah, there's like like professionals and shit. But yeah, that would be around for when I was in middle school. Some people, like I said, would do it in high school.
Yeah.
I was pretty fucking good in middle school. I remember beating there was a 2-on-1 match and I fucking beat these two guys. I was fucking bro, that shit's crazy because if you think about it, one guy's just tossing it far as fuck, one guy's throwing it close as fuck, so I'm just running back and forth. And I still managed to beat these guys. So there was that. But
I think the handball like I'm talking about was mainly for elementary school kids, and then I think the one you're talking about is like maybe like you transition to that because I think as like when you're younger, because it's like the similar concept, but you just use like a little slightly bigger ball. Yeah, it's like a volleyball size ball.
I know exactly what you're talking. It's like it's like a rubber ball,
some shit like that. Yeah, it could be rubber or like there's like other balls that they use.
Okay.
But yeah, I think because the handball, it was not popular in middle school and high school, the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like something you'd play outside of elementary.
Yeah. So yeah, that one I think, that makes sense.
Did you guys ever have tackle football in elementary?
Whoa,
I remember playing tackle football in like second grade, bro.
Yeah, like I don't think they like advertised as tackle football. Like it was flag football, but I remember I was like part of like because the after school program.
Well, we played tackle football during recess.
Yeah, I remember our TLC thing. They would have a annual Super Bowl game for the kids, which like depending on like which team is in real life, like they would split up all the kids on like one or the other. I just remembered, like, I had 3 touchdowns that game. But I got tackled, bro. Huh?
MVP
Yeah, I got tackled. I was like, bro, that shit hurt like a bitch.
Yeah.
How the fuck are these kids, like, starting this young?
Definitely. I remember when I was, like, in second, third grade when we were playing it, like, there was kids that would play, like, in fucking football leagues, right? Like, what do they call it?
Pee-wee
football? Yeah. There was kids that would do that. I fucking didn't fucking play in any league. So I remember when I would get the ball, I would just run, and then when I noticed someone was close to me, I'd just toss the ball out. I would just toss the ball off, dude. I would just lateral that shit, dude.
I could just picture little you just like running and seeing someone. You're like, oh fuck! You just toss it. It's like nowhere near anybody.
Dude, I was in second grade, but the thing is, I don't think like it wasn't. We were all in second grade, so it wasn't like fucking. We weren't necessarily paying too close attention to the fucking rules. It's not like we had a ref or anything. It's just like fuck it until someone gets tackled and then the play ends.
Right.
And then so it would be a shit ton of laterals.
Yeah.
Like basically what you see a desperation play now in NFL. Like
basically the whole game.
Yeah, that was kind of like the whole game.
Yeah.
But then wherever you got tackled, then it's like, all right, now next down. Yeah. But it was just a bunch of those plays as a kid. Yeah. And then I remember one time playing like in middle school, and I got fucking tackled so hard because I remember I think I caught the ball, but I wasn't really aware of what was going on behind me.
Right.
When I turned, just got folded. Just,
oh shit! This was in school, like a school league, or
no, it was just like during recess.
oh,
Just
like
like
you
a
just
bunch
like
of
a
us just
pickup?
playing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
like I remember my middle school had like a football league, or elementary, like fifth, sixth, and middle school had like a football league just for like kids at the school. And they would do like a whole draft of like you sign up and if you want to play. Yeah, it was pretty sick actually. Yeah, they had a football version and a basketball version.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I think Otacon was part of the football team. I think I chose basketball though because I was like more into basketball at the time.
Yeah.
But no, that shit was pretty cool. It was just flag though. It wasn't tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we did have refs in the league or the league.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, but it was so cool though. It was like I was like, oh shit, they're actually like organizing it for middle schools. Like that's pretty cool.
My hometown's hella fucking Mexican, so shit. Look at me. It's a bunch of me's. So there was like a soccer league, but this is more of like a school versus school. It wasn't really
right.
Like,
so it was an actual like
yeah.
But
it was just soccer that I remember. I don't remember there being like football or basketball.
Yeah, I think there was. I mean, we still had basketball and football leagues. Obviously, you just had to like sign up for those. Like it's like rec league.
Yeah, like outside of school though.
Yeah, they're outside school.
I remember that we had that too, but like I'm talking more like within school.
Yeah, it wasn't like super formal, but it was sick when it got to like because we did have playoffs in the championship.
Yeah.
I remember for a championship, I don't think my team didn't make it for basketball, but I remember the two teams, the whole gym, our gymnasium was packed with kids. I was like, fuck, this is actually kind of sick. Like, just having it within your school. Yeah, and like, you know, everybody and then just like talking shit. But yeah, I just thought it was cool. It's kind of crazy. We're reminiscing on it now.
Honestly, it's crazy. How about what else do you remember playing? I'm mainly focusing like elementary. Like, what are just some random games that you played? Like, I remember
I played Four Squares. Have you played Four Squares?
Four Squares. That's like where you throw a ball down or something.
Yeah, there's like four squares, and then there's like one ball, and then you like hit it on like whoever's platform or some shit.
I think my baby brother plays that shit now.
Yeah,
he's like 10. Yeah, I think
that was cool.
That's popular in his school right now.
Oh, is it Four Squares?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Four Squares was. I think that's like one of the OG games. Yeah. But I wasn't like super into it. I just played it when like either all the courts were taken or like there were too many people on the handball court. So I would just be like, all right, fuck, I'll do this.
Yeah, I think I remember playing it too, but like you said, not really like going out of my way to play.
Yeah. Do you have any other games like?
I mean, I remember playing soccer a lot too.
Right.
Soccer and marbles. Marbles they had a big phase in my hometown at one point. I remember going to the store to buy marbles and fucking thinking like I had a fucking sick ass pack of marbles. I beat some other kids to get their marbles. So I was like, shit, I got fucking so many fucking marbles. Like I got this blue one, this green one, all the different color combinations. It was like
this guy was collecting marbles.
It was like it was like a little clear one with like red in the middle or some bullshit. Like I remember marbles were the shit, bro.
I think at my school, like, it was predominant to Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know Bakugan was fucking popping at my school. Do you know what that shit is?
Yeah, I remember. That's where it was like a little.
It's like the metal
ball.
card, and you throw the ball, and then like once it touches the metal, it like transforms. Yeah.
I remember watching Bakugan actually, and I remember seeing some of the balls like that, like at the stores.
Yeah.
But it never became a thing at my school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It never became a thing at school.
I think I'm only speaking for like kind of more like the nerdier kids for Bakugan. I think it was only popular amongst them.
Yeah.
AKA me.
Yeah, no, I don't think it ever had a phase. Maybe like you said, maybe it had a phase with like a certain crowd that I wasn't a part of or something.
Yeah, I think it was because I think it was like very similar to like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, right? In that sense.
Basically same thing.
So it's like it's kind of like the new form of it. We were like, oh shit, there's like another version of this, and it's cool collecting balls, you know. No,
yeah, yeah. What the fuck did you just say? It's cool collecting balls. You heard it here, Ian. It's cool to collect balls.
Yeah,
ain't that some shit? It's
that
cool to collect little toys. I guess you could have said.
Bro, there were balls. There were balls though. Fuck.
They're ball figurines. Shit, you better not edit this shit out. It's gonna be good for our content.
Bruh, That sounded so bad.
That sounds so sus.
Hey, I'm just saying no homo. No homo.
Yeah.
No homo.
Shit.
But shit, I guess ended off on that note.
Yeah. Shit. Episode number 10, reminiscing. Ian was just remembering of how he liked to collect balls back in the days.
We gotta end it on a sus note, guys. So.
Yeah. That's this episode.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, definitely. Comment below if you guys have any like nostalgia shit, like what you guys did when you were growing up, what TV shows you guys liked. We definitely want to hear you guys' opinions, and we were curious. So please comment below, like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Catch us again either Friday or Saturday this week. I am going back home, so I'm just debating on whether be better posting on Friday or Saturday. But it's one of those days. So
We'll
catch you then, and we'll see you guys next episode. Peace.
Later.